Hello everyone, Drudge here. Welcome back to RuneScape video, and I'm going to be continuing today with a little bit of the tour guide. Now, if you've seen in the last video, we went to Catherby, so in this video we're going to be heading to Sears Village and up to the Phrenic town, which they are quite near each other. But first off, we're going to be going to Catherby to help make this duration a little bit shorter, because these two locations are rather close together, and they're actually even more close with, with Catherby than they are Ardone. So after these two locations, we'll be heading down to Ardone and maybe another location. But yeah, from Catherby, all you gotta do is follow the road northeast or northwest. Right here is actually Camelot. This will be actually big for achievement diary plus some quests. Right down here to the south, west of that, is the courthouse. Now you can occasionally get court summons. There's a few quests that deal with this. I believe you have to do a quest to even get the court summons. So that is actually where that is. Right over here we have the Sears Bank. See, we're already in Sears Village now. Notable areas is mostly all for questing. Usually right up here you actually have a spinning wheel. If you go up this ladder here, right there's a spinning wheel. It used to be really popular, but not quite as much anymore, since flax and bowstrings aren't quite as popular to really do. And right down there to the south, as you can see in the distance, is actually a flax field. There is also a crystal tree here, which, as you can see, Dio Vista is actually doing that right now. The place I'm at is actually for a church, and out front of it is a lot of yew trees, as well as there's a lot of maple trees around. There's a lot of oak trees, just a lot of trees in general. And actually, even just a little bit further south of that is actually the Fire Master guide. The Fire Master, and that is where you'll actually buy your fire making cape once you hit level 99, or the skill mastery cape once you hit the virtual 120. Also, this is where you'll find the glowing wisps, which are just all directly south of Sears. Like I said, otherwise this is primarily just a questing area. You will have a few things here occasionally, like crystal tree. It's actually pretty noteworthy. The yew trees are pretty noteworthy. Everything else here is pretty well just, all questing. I mean, there is Inventor's Workshop here. There is some stuff here, but honestly, you're better off going to the Falador one at the Invention Guild there, because you have a bank chest right with it. Otherwise, it's not too far, but it's faster the other way. Otherwise, this is a lot for the Elemental Workshop. As you can see, the odd looking wall, you'll be going behind that a lot for the Elemental Workshop quest series, which is still not completed yet, unfortunately. There's a bar. Eventually you'll need that for a few quests, and right by the bar is the Sears Village Lodestone. Now right here is also usually where the circus event will appear every so often when it's in this area. Okay, now we're off to Phrenic, or Relleka. So you'll head north. There's also a house agent right there, real estate agent, yeah. The fishing locations here aren't really too great. You're not going to be really focused on that. Further north is a questing area. I believe it is the Murder Mystery quest. Now if you just follow this road west, you'll actually get to Relleka relatively quick. As you can see, there's willow trees here. There is a farming patch down that way. It's 4 hops, so it's not really too much of a big deal. As you can see, right over there is the fish flingers. You can only get that through the fishing masters or the fishing personnel that are around the different fishing areas. It is worth noting, there is wolves here. that are level 42, so you do want to keep that in mind when you are heading out this way. Otherwise, we are going up to Relleka right now. And yes, I noticed my screen seems to be glitchy at times. I'm not sure why. Lately, my internet's been kind of spotty, so... yeah, this is Relleka. So now, the main thing I want to say with Relleka is, there's a quest you're going to be doing, it's called the Phrenic Trials. And during the trials, you're going to be getting, basically, your main tour guide of this whole town. But the most noteworthy thing is not only the Grand Hall right there, which is where that quest takes place, but it's right over here to the docks. You got the Water Birth Isles with Jarvold. You have, wait, cheat here for a sec. I believe it's the Lunar area. Yeah, Lunar Isle with Lokar's Sea Runner. You got the Third Miscellanea area, and etc. with the Sailor. And up here you got Itso with Mord Gunners, and Neatsnot with Maria Gunners. So there's the two boats up there. Now you do see another boat in the distance over here, but that's actually outside the wall. Now a while ago this area was sealed off. There was no road going out this way. But as you can see, that has changed depending on when you last actually played RuneScape. Also, if you see in the a bit of a far off distance, right from this wall, there is actually the Phrenic Province Lodestone. So this is actually kind of something you'll want to get, because right over here you'll be going to Keldagrim, and further southeast is actually a Slayer dungeon. So this is actually going to be quite the popular Lodestone. Also, there is a Triskelion piece. Once you get the full Triskelion key, usually it seems to lead to the very southeast corner, which I'll show you a little bit. There's actually not too much in Relleka other than the quest, which the quest will bring you about to a lot of the areas. So if you are heading this way, just head south. Probably the easiest way to go about it. And yeah, head east a little bit, and I'll show you those little areas. Now you'll see in the distance that off-color area, because it hasn't quite loaded in properly, that it's actually where the Triskelion piece goes. But right here is the Sparkling Wisps, and then right over here on this open rock face, that's where the Triskelion piece usually goes. It's been my experience anyway. And right over here is the Slayer dungeon. So that'll actually do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.